la dumneavoastră. Grecia este una dintre țările europene cele mai afectate de lipsa turiștilor. Nici în următoarea lună lucrurile nu se vor schimba prea mult. Cum fac față elenii situației și cum se pregătesc pentru a primi din nou vizitatori, aflăm din discuția cu un europarlamentar grec.
Eva Kaili, member of the European Parliament representing Greece. Hello, how are you?
Hi, thank you. I'm well. I'm in Greece, and I hope you're staying safe during these challenging times.
I know it's been a crazy situation in your country. Also, please explain how's life now in your country.
Well, in Greece, actually, from middle of March until last week, everything was shut down, and people were very they followed what the government said. They were very cautious. They were very careful. So the public sector shut down, the hotel shut down, the restaurants, and you would see our country in a way that it was never before, because we usually have good weather and everybody's out. Everybody stayed at home. I think we realized how difficult is the situation, and everybody got united to follow all the precautionary measures. So we had around 150 losses, but for Greece, protecting lives was the priority, although it could have economic implications. And I think we did well. And at this point, we're opening up, and the contamination seemed to be really controlled at this point.
What this opening up means actually? What's going to be changed in the next steps?
So basically, you can move out without safety equipment, but if you want to use public transportation or in the public sector or to work in places where they are crowded, you have to wear your mask and gloves. So you have to take all the measures that are possible. We try to change the times that people should go to work in order not to have, a huge concentration at the public transportation, or people will have more alternatives. We are exploring and already implementing in some cases tele-education. So children have also and students have the possibility and the alternative to stay at home if they want. I think we're going to be in a survival mode for the next months, but we are already discussing with some countries that they have managed to contain it, and we believe they have a control of the situation to open up also the flights and connections, because it's very important for my country, I know also your country in Europe, to not let the summer and the touristic season be completely lost, because this could be a huge economic problem from September. So we will try to eliminate that, but as long as we believe we can keep safe and we take all the measures and follow all the safety protocols that are suggested.
We know that in general, Greece's economy is based on tourism. How affected are you as a country right now?
Well, I would say we are equally affected as any country that locked down for basically 2 months. We expect to realize the real problem after December. But as I said, the most important, the priority in my country was to save lives. So we had a completely different approach than UK or Sweden. So we didn't want to let the virus go out and create the immunity herd. So we didn't choose this strategy. We wanted to protect our citizens. So I really think that we managed to do well. And under our mentality, it's more important to keep people safe. But after 2 months of lockdown, the transport sector, the airplanes, the airlines, national airlines, they will definitely need support, and they will definitely need measures in order for them to be able to go back to normal and to recover and not to completely shut down. Also, we try to make sure that there will be measures, motivation for companies to not fire people so that we will not face a new wave of unemployment, but we give them economic motivation to keep everybody employed.
When do you think you will be able to receive tourists in your country?
So we're already testing the antibodies, and we are trying to test the new treatments that are out there. But I'm not sure if we are ready, or if the health community is ready to say that we have a treatment. But what we do have, there are like safety kits that we will try to use, and measurement of temperature. So I think in a couple of weeks, already now the possibility to travel in the country is there, especially from Monday, and also you can go to the islands. So I think from middle of June we will be back to normal, but of course we will constantly monitor the situation and see how it goes.
Really, I miss tzatziki, I miss souvlaki. I have to come to your country and see the beautiful Greece. Will it be possible for us, do you think, also, not only for you as Greek people?
Yes, I think we will try to set agreements with different countries and member states of Europe in order to follow the same safety protocols and be able to open up our borders with the member states that will agree to the same instructions and same standards. So I really hope that it will be possible with everybody to visit Greece, as long as they follow the standards, to make sure that we will not go back and we have to take more restrictions. So I think it seems that in Greece it will be a safe destination for you to come, and there will be the possibility for you to come this summer here and feel also not just safe, but also the hospitality of the Greeks.
I hope you will come also to Romania. We have beautiful places, and we are also now a safe country. We will see exactly how will this part of tourism actually work. Let's imagine together how it will be like to go to the beach this summer. How will we stay on the beach in order to be safe?
Well, we have seen some creative ideas of some hotels. So they tried to set up some protection in the beach so that people will stay far from each other. So they have like a safety distance in order to be able to enjoy the sea. But as I said, it's also a matter of personal responsibility. So we will try to follow all the safety protocols, but at the same time, all of us, every citizen, every tourist has to be responsible to follow all the rules and the instructions of our doctors and of our government. And I hope this will make it possible for everybody to be here. Also, yesterday I read the report of ECDC, the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control, and it said that probably there is a connection for the, let's say, the weakening of the virus if the weather is better and if there is no pollution, if there is it's a bit more windy. So I think the countries that will fulfill this criteria, and if that's accurate, they will have maybe even 20% less strong the contamination problem. So we all hope that this summer will make it more difficult for the virus to expand, but I'm not sure. And these are just estimations. There are some data we have. I do hope for Europe that this summer will give us some time to prepare the treatment.
How important was to be part of the European Union during this pandemic? I know that you've done some important things at the European level.
Well, it is important, of course, to be able to work together in order to deal with this disease, to exchange data, to know that everybody is prepared to do whatever it takes as also Lagarde and ECB said. So I think it's really important to not feel alone. Although in the beginning of the spread of the virus, I wouldn't say that it was the same for the Italians when the supply chains for safety equipment were disrupted in Germany or in Austria, and they had problems and difficulties to receive what they had ordered and paid for. So, and they were in huge emergency and need. So I hope that these shortcomings of Europe, we did manage to overcome them, but I hope that we will manage to avoid them from ever happening again in the future. And I hope that Lagarde and all the leaders of Europe will fulfill what we expect, their leadership, to do whatever it takes to protect the people.
What's your message, Eva Kaili, for the Romanian public?
Well, I would say that also maybe we are not close to each other. There is a physical distance. I would say we are now more close to each other because we face the same threats and they don't discriminate. So the only solution is to keep working together to fight it, to use technology, to trust doctors, science, and the governments. So my message would be stay safe, be responsible for your own protection, and us and everybody will do whatever it takes to make sure we will go back to normal step by step.
Thank you so much, Eva Kaili, for your presence and for your messages.